Alright. I think we've got it here. Indeed. I've returned for day 2 of this experiment. Where I'm going to be still attempting to play the last spell every day, 1 day per day. The last spell. Whoops, I opened my stream. Okay. I barely know how to do this. And that audio is a little too loud for me. Alright. Still in this tutorial, and today should still also not be very long. But that's fine. Later days will be pretty long, I think. Oh. Okay. Come on. I'm trying to tap over to the correct window here. There we go. Alright. So what do we have to do? We have a night reward available from last night. Red epic armor. That's crazy. We also have some more basic pants, but I think this armor is what I gotta get, because that's crazy. And now what do I have? I have 2 workers, which I can assign to buildings, or I can... Yeah, I have buildings with free actions as well. So I have a temple. Okay, let's start from here. We've got the shop. Can buy or sell items. Yep. Items have 2 elements which define their power. Level defines the value of the attributes and damage. It is represented by the Roman numeral at the bottom of the icon and the +X in the name, and can go up to +5. Rarity adds random bonus attributes to the base item. It is represented by the color of the item, common, uncommon, rare, or epic. So this is level 1 medium armor epic. And we have a variety of other items here as well. Just mail coif, one of those. Reinforced light armor, fur pants, linen armor, a hammer, a wooden short bow. This is a short bow +1, which we already have a short bow, I believe, on one of these. Torch has a short bow. Carmen has a wand and a shield. Inez has a rusty hammer and an offhand wand. Draining crystal. It gives a pretty powerful skill that costs a lot of mana and also reduces their experience gain. I think I'm going to pass on that one. A potion of health +1 that also has... Do all potions of health have that purging effect? I guess they do. That's pretty nice. Got a potion of stone, which gives block. How does block work again? Oh. Increase the primary and secondary attributes of your heroes to reinforce strength or alleviate a weakness. Yes, okay. So you have... What was I looking for? Right, I was looking for how block works. How much block do you have? Block. Negates flat reduction, a portion of incoming damage. So 1 block would reduce all incoming damage by 1. Oh, there are maximums to these values. And minimums. I didn't realize that. Okay. A bee sting scroll gives the spell Bee Sting, which has propagation and poison. Chains a portion of damage as well as potential negative alterations. Up to max bounces. And then negative alteration poison. Poison is damage over time, of course. A fireball scroll. That's just an area damage, magic damage. Yep. Let's actually start by leveling up characters. So when I can level up, you get an increase to a primary attribute and a secondary attribute. So what do we want for you? Oh, I could also look at perks. Build your own combinations of passive abilities to further specialize the playstyle of your heroes. Heroes have varying perk trees, so check them out carefully. Heroes will gain 1 perk point per level up to level 11. If you want to plan ahead, you can pin the desired perks as a reminder. Right, yep, right-click on a perk to pin it to remind myself what my plan for the future is. So, what do you have available to you? Right now you have a hammer and a wand. Unlocks Sprint, allowing you to restore move points in exchange for some health. That could be useful for a melee character. Mana Growth increases your mana and then it just increases your mana per level, basically. Perseverance, Quick Reload. And each of these is like a specific tree, kind of. So this is all melee type skills. Bodybuilder gives you physical damage scaling with health. Vampire, when enemy is killed or using physical damage or execute, restore health. Every 4 tiles traveled, the next attack gets physical damage. This modifier doesn't stack. That's important. Whenever the hero is attacked, plus 4% damage. Modifiers reset every morning. Okay, that's probably for the best. Just stacking forever would be a little fucked with that one. Damage is increased by a percentage of your mana. Every amount of mana spent, you restore actions. Yes. I should probably focus on making you a melee character given your hammer. Unless I want to replace the hammer completely, but I don't think I want to do that just yet. Although you do have plus skill range, so maybe giving you ranged weapons instead would be a better focus. Yes, let's, Heroes have 2 different weapon sets and can swap freely between them at any time, even during combat. Any attribute modifier granted by the equipment is always applied, even if the weapon set is not currently active. That's important to know. I had forgotten about that fact. Swap sets hotkey is tab, so... Consumable items, potions or scrolls, do not disappear when they are used. Instead, they have a limited number of uses per night and fully refill at the start of the production phase. So if I press tab, you switch between your weapon sets. That works here too. Now, the important matter is I wanted to give Inez either the ranged weapon or the magic weapon, given that she has this increased skill range and has... well, she's generally more frail because of this. Carmen is also fragile and is a straggler, so she definitely shouldn't be... she should have the magic weapon, which she does. So, all is good there. And that means that I want Torch to have them a melee weapon instead. Let's take that hammer, give it to Torch, and we'll give him the wand too. Meanwhile, the short bow is a two-headed weapon, so it occupies both hands here. And Torch has a rusty hammer in his main hand and a wand in his offhand. And then this gives health, armor, experience gain, dodge, and reliability. What is reliability? Increases the minimum damage of an attack. Okay. That's cool. So it does decrease your move points, which I don't like the idea of if I'm going to have you be a melee character. But it also makes you more durable, which I do like the sound of if you're going to be a melee character. We'll take that trade. And this worn light armor is pretty bad, but I can still sell it for 3 gold. Yay! Anyway, Inez is going to be our ranged character. She takes the short bow. The ranged tree has Perseverance. Once per turn, when an attack from the hero is dodged by at least 1 unit, restore 2 actions. And gain accuracy for 2 turns. That third eye skill is really good for the short bow. Although I don't think that the line of sight thing is really an issue on this map. As long as the hero isn't wounded, gain dodge and move points. These trees have no particular theme, I believe. Mana shield. Every 2 mana... I shouldn't be looking at these later levels. I should be looking at what I want right now. Okay. So, probably just Perseverance then. Because if you're using the short bow, then there'll probably be a lot of dodging. And then third eye is nice, but probably not the most important thing here. That would put you at very low health if we took Glass Cannon. Anyway, let's see what the level up stats were again. Accuracy, resistance reduction. Right, it just reduces resistance, of course, of the enemies you're attacking. Critical, I think, would be a good idea. Or accuracy. I should probably get accuracy if you're going to be a ranged character. And it is green, so it's a bigger increase than normal, I believe, is how that works. So, like, this is, yeah, there it is. Common, uncommon. So, this is a common increase to magic damage, which increases by 5%. A uncommon increase would probably be like 10% then. Isolation, daily health regen, daily mana regen. I like the sound of daily mana regen. You don't have skills that can stun, so you don't have stun chance. It doesn't matter. Let's go with daily mana regen. And that's Inez. Carmen is a wizard who is using a wand. I mean, just get mana growth. Why not? Oh, apparently rare is 8% for damage increases. I don't think you have poison. Left control? Yes, left control next skill. So none of these are poison. Fuck it, you get skill range. It'll make up for your reduced move speed. And then, I guess just some armor because it's there. But I could increase your max mana even more. Let's do it. And then Torch. You're going to be our melee character, so I could give you sprint to make up for the weight of the medium armor. At the start of the hero's turn, the hero automatically casts Cheer on the closest allied hero, buffing their damage. That's pretty cool. I thought Cheer was an active skill before. They must have changed that at some point. Every 4 enemies killed, including poison, increases your daily mana regen up to 25% of your mana. This modifier is reset every morning. I don't think you're using a lot of mana. Stomp is using mana to do the stun. We'll have you take sprint. Just go basic for this thing. A blue increase to mana. Give you a whole lot of it. Poison damage, propagation damage. You don't have poison or propagation. Healing received is not. I think 5 mana regen is really low. I think I want you to have healing received, because if you're in melee, you're probably going to need the healing eventually. And then we have some other things. We can build new structures. Oh, yes, the buildings. We have the shop. We have a couple of ruins here, which can be destroyed and scavenged for gold or materials. Well, gold and materials, but which one you get more of depends on your focus. And the number of workers it costs is based on the size of the ruins, so we could spend both of our workers to dismantle these ruins. Oh, we also have a free use of the temple. 1 offering per production phase. I don't think anyone needs healing, so that's not important. And the houses. Expanding the houses increases my workers. That is a good idea, so I can get more workers in the future. And even right now. And I'll scavenge all these for gold, which I can use to upgrade my houses again for even more workers. And now I have 2 workers remaining, which can only be assigned to use the temple abilities. Can I build new buildings? Not with 4 gold. Okay. So I could spend my workers to give... Oh, Blessing gives max health. Let's give that to Torch for sure. And then all of you are at your maximum, so the offering does nothing. Okay. Let's see. Now I can still build defenses. I can build barricades. They are cheap, they can be built outside the haven, and they can not block line of sight. The wooden walls and reinforced wooden walls also don't block line of sight. And then I can also build a gate, which lets heroes walk through without needing to spend action to jump over. Well, it spends movement, not actions, but yes. There are some stockades here, which will help defend as well. Let's just build some basic wooden walls. I should have put a gate in. Well, okay. If there comes the point where the heroes need to get back inside, we are already running out of time. And the monsters are already about to start smashing the walls, which will let them through anyway. That's definitely not a smart way of rationalizing that, but whatever. I can also just build some more barricades. Slow them down a little bit. Although that does also stop our hammer guy from getting through. Let's just get ahead of things and start building wooden walls on the other side as well. And end the phase. Deployment phase is just getting everybody in the positions that I want them, but I'm going to take a moment to check on something. Okay. Things are all good. And now we can end the phase, which begins the combat. The seal is hard to reach from this circle. I can't channel it. It's too powerful. Okay. Great start. All just normal claws. Very cool, very cool. Let's start smashing. And yeah, that position works. I mean, they might attack you, but they'll only do a little bit of... Oh, the dodgers deal magic damage instead of physical. Interesting. I also remember range to damage has that intrinsic property of increasing the dodge of the target, right? Yes. Applied before accuracy. Oh. That's not great. And then there's magic damage, which ignores half of the target's resistance. That's cool. And physical damage, which is stronger against armor. So armored enemies we want to hit with physical damage. Hopefully I remember that. for some power attacks, and then some basic attacks. What is this skill called? Straight arrow. Sure. Nice critical. And then start casting on them. And you have one more action than you can use on Sword of Damocles, so I guess transfer is the best use of it. I should have transferred first then. Oh well. Bad mana node. I can't do this alone. Hold it together. All of this is your fault. Oh Jesus, that's a lot of guys. Okay. Torch. Continue smashing. Move over here. Do that slam. Fire off a shot with your wand and jump over the barricades. Then Carmen is going to start by transferring energy into Inez, and then doing it again, and then running away, and using magic missile to hit a bunch of guys with your increased damage. Now we have Inez. Can I hit more enemies? I can hit 4 that way. I can hit 4 that way. That hits 5. There we go. And weakening enemies rather than killing them is quite valuable because wounded enemies have decreased damage and movement. At least the claws do. The dodgers have reduced something else. I don't remember exactly what right now. Point is, we can apply debuffs through damage without needing to outright kill them to slow them down. The magic circle. It's decaying. It won't hold. That doesn't sound good. Hopefully we can hold out through the rest of the night at least. That's not what I meant to do. Hit 7 enemies with that barrage. Very cool. Let's do another transfer. Run over here. Oh, I can't do the barrage twice in an event. Damn. Well, we can still do this. God damn it, that pun hurt a little bit. And then brace yourself to get more armor. And get in there. Okay. And that leaves Carmen with the magic missiles. And we just use some basic casting to take down a few. My body. Oh no. The seal. It fights back. Another mage. Quick. Find another mage. There is still hope left. Surely the other havens will be able to break all the seals. No. Oh. Oh, we just lose. Okay. And there goes the magic circle. And now we're here. I go into the light. Rejoice, O earth and sea, for I have come with gifts in hand. Oh my. Fear not, mortal. I wish thee no harm. I think I know you? Yes, for I am hope, a whisper in the dawn, a promise of light. I was two, but now I'm one, a gleam, a mere reflection of what I could become. Where are we? Nowhere and everywhere. We dwell deep down and high above. Come to me whenever thou achievest mighty deeds, and I shall reward thee and thy people. And let us all rejoice, for thou wilt live again until thy work here is done. Now go, my prodigal herald of hope, and come again. Gildenberg. It has come to your attention that another haven is trying their best to break their seal. Looks like Gildenberg could deal with your help. Swampford didn't make it, though. Cool. So that's a new haven unlocked. Buildings. House. A new structure can now be built in your haven. Requirements. Survive night 2 in Gildenberg, which is what I just unlocked, so I can't unlock this now. So when I do achievements, I gain access to new perks, such as being able to build houses, which I apparently can't do right now. But in this weird little afterlife, there seems to be a purple thing, too. Into the darkness we go. Welcome to the Oraculum, Commander. What the? Lower your voice, fool, or you will get us caught, and all will be for naught. What is this place? The Oraculum is what I said. Are you deaf beyond dead? A rather formidable place, if I can say so myself, blooming from the fathoms of your scattered mind. Who are you? I am the shadows, I am the dark. I am the pain deep inside your heart. Don't tell the other one, for I will help you. Let it be a devious little secret between me and you. Would you be so kind as to partake of those useless souls you collected from the slain? In exchange, I will share powers and arcana to help you in your formidable quest. Will you sell your tainted essence to me, dear? That sounds gross. Okay, so, again, haven, buildings, heroes, weapons, equipment, omens. I can spend tainted essence to increase the health of all heroes by 15. And now there's a lot more I can do. So another plus 15 health for 800 tainted essence. Mana, sword. New items can appear in your runs if I get this. So, rusty sword, sword, and offhand sword. Hand crossbow. Tome of Secrets. So I can unlock new weapons here as well. But for right now, I can't do that because I don't have any tainted essence. And here we are. Runenburg. Select omens before starting a run to increase the strength of your heroes and your haven. Right, Runenburg requires the DLC, which I don't actually have. But I can go to Gildenberg. An abandoned mine hidden deep in the mountains. And I can enable omens. Each haven has a restriction on how many omens you can select. Some omens will take more slots than others, but have stronger effects. You can change your selected omens between runs, so experiment with them and find the combinations you like. The Boundless mode allows you to bypass the usual restrictions on omen selection, which lets you kind of get a sort of creative mode, and yeah, you can exceed the amount of omens allowed and give access to some easy mode omens, as it were. Omen of weakened hordes. Omen of great fortune. Omen of reinforcements. Omen of discounts. But for now, I don't need boundless mode, I think. Let's see. We have Omen of Tainted Essence. I think I should do that. I'm going to need Tainted Essence a lot overall. Omen of Vitality. All heroes have plus 35 health. Omen of Wisdom. All heroes have plus 8 mana. Omen of Swiftness. All heroes have plus 1 move points. I did just get the health upgrade, but I couldn't get the mana upgrade, and I didn't see a move point upgrade, so I guess I'll take those two as my remaining 2 omens. So, Tainted Essence... No, Tainted Harvest is what it's called. Wisdom and Swiftness. Let me just, Okay. So my omens are selected. And I can begin in Gildenberg. However, this is going to be an adventure for tomorrow. How do I zoom out anyway? I don't remember. Zoom in, zoom out. Keypad plus and minus. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice. Good to know. So tomorrow we can begin in Gildenberg with Meg, Jan, and Vidal. 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 I'm not sure how you say that name. Alright. Let's close it there. That's day 2. And I'll keep up my journey tomorrow, I guess. How do I